And Paige Mott has been a standout for the Wildcats this season. She's someone that hadn't gotten a lot of playing time prior to the season, and she's really stood out, especially in the absence of consistent playing from Courtney Shaw.
Bit of a wild tip-off there. Possession will favor Northwestern, and Jazz McWilliams will inbound on the sideline. McWilliams back to Caileigh, starting point guard tonight for the Wildcats. Caileigh Walsh open at the top of the key, and splash. Sonia, how do you feel about that one?
That was a big one.
That was a big one. Great way to get started. Cats up early.
And Caileigh Walsh is not afraid to shoot the three. She's one of Northwestern's better three-point shooters, even with her size.
Missed shot there by the Golden Gophers. It's raining again for the Wildcats. Sydney Wood inside to Paige Mott, who Perry just mentioned. She'll work around. Bounces off the rim, unlucky.
She just missed that one inside. Mott is known to do that. She puts a little bit too much power on her shots sometimes.
Sonano finds Braun. She'll try a triple, and she gets it.
Mara Braun, her shooting motion just looks so organic. It's so smooth. And it's no wonder she's scoring so many points for the Gophers this season. Really a highlight of their team.
Northwestern trying to attack again, all even. McWilliams driving to the basket, tries to toss it up, no good.
Little surprised there was no foul called on that. Speaking of fouling, the Minnesota Golden Gophers in their last time out against Nebraska fouled 31 times. Kind of an unbelievable amount.
There's Misha for two, but yes, like you said, Perry, still able to get the win with 31 fouls. A crazy stat line there on Wednesday, but a win's a win.
A win is a win. Something Northwestern is looking for today.
Caileigh Walsh again now with all 5 of Northwestern's points.
She's off to a hot start.
Amaya Battle bringing up the ball for the Gophers. Her brother, Jamison, the star of the Minnesota men's team, so a little sibling duo there, tries to feed Misha, but it's stolen away by McWilliams. Northwestern pushing the other way. It's Sydney Wood. Back to McWilliams, almost tipped away there by Battle. Northwestern regaining control here, and they'll feed Caileigh back at the logo.
This might be the first time Northwestern's actually setting up an offense and running an offensive set. Really taking their time with just 10 on the shot clock left.
Caileigh Walsh wants another. Bounce off the rim, Hires got it. Braun bringing up the ball now for Minnesota, and a foul called on Caileigh there as she was trying to attempt a steal.
One in their last time out against Nebraska, a thriller. Both teams scoring 90-plus points, so definitely can be a high-powered offense.
Jumper there from Sonano, no good. And the first substitution in this one, Katie Boravich in the game now for the Golden Gophers. McWilliams feeds Walsh low, trying to get around Misha. A little bit of an air ball there, no good for Caileigh Walsh. Boravich bringing it up, pushing the pace. Shot from Hire, and another air ball. So neither offense really making anything happen, still 5-5.
And Hire is part of the same recruiting class as Braun. She was another 4-star recruit. Number 55 player in the country, number 11 forward. She was the Minnesota Star Tribune Player of the Year in 2022.
The freshman class for Minnesota is unreal. Head coach Lindsay Whalen did an incredible job recruiting them. Multiple 4-star recruits, and you see obviously Mara Braun, we've talked about her in the supporting cascade, is great as well. And there's Paige Mott for 2, trying to get back into double digits after her last 2 games at Purdue and Rutgers weren't the best offensively.
That was a great feed from Caileigh Walsh.
And a great feed there from Braun to Misha.
Unfortunate for the Wildcats. When you have such a solid offensive possession, you hope to follow it up with a good defensive one.
McWilliams trying to get in again, and she does. Jazz McWilliams puts up 2.
The Wildcats looking pretty good here at the start, Allie.
Things in Northwestern's favor right now, 9-7. It's Misha in the paint again. Gets it back out to Sonano. She'll find Boravich, who will go for the 3. Bounces off the rim. Wood there to corral it. Screen from Walsh. Sydney Wood at the top. Calls for McWilliams. They'll feed Mott low, down again, but the pass too strong. Mott can't control it.
And Boravich, one of the shortest players on either team, standing at just 5'7". She's a redshirt freshman, even though she's in her 3rd year of college. Injury
Struggles there for her. Minnesota with 3 players looking to check in right now. I'm going to see some substitutions again. Northwestern still nothing. It's Walsh and Misha at the top, and now Paige Mott has it. Gets it to Sydney Wood. Walsh calling for the ball, but Wood taking her time. 10 on the shot clock now. Sydney Wood tries to drive in, gets around, forces it up, and it falls.
Minnesota was playing extremely aggressively. Misha was all over Caileigh Walsh. I thought she was definitely going to get called for a defensive foul, even an off-ball foul. And no whistle blown yet. These refs letting the players play.
Borovich nails the triple, evens the score, or excuse me, puts Minnesota ahead by 1. McWilliams to Wood. They're going to try and feed Paige Mott again down low. She'll kick it out to Caileigh Rainey for 3. Unlucky break there for Rainey. Borovich pushing in transition, finds Braun. She's in the paint, fade away, nails it.
And that's a part of the game that's missing from so many players, which is the mid-range, the short jumpers. Someone for Northwestern who used to have that as part of their repertoire was Mel Daly, who Northwestern's really missed this season.
Caileigh Walsh working inside. Tries to force it up, bounces off. Braun corrals it. She's pushing, it's just her and Mott. She's gonna go for it. Travel called on her though.
She looked a little indecisive on that, like she didn't know what to do.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Now in the game, Weaver had a great performance at Purdue, a career game on Sunday, scoring 14 points.
Sonia, both of these teams are off to really hot starts right now, shooting really, really well. What do you think about their defense? You think that they could do anything to stop the 3-pointers from Minnesota?
I think they should pressure a little bit more on both sides.
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree more there. Unfortunately, a turnover for the Wildcats, and Minnesota's back on offense. Borovich, the ball handler, some press from Haley Weaver. And Paige Mott tries to knock it away. It'll still be Minnesota ball, but you see that press from Haley Weaver, and that's the kind of defensive energy she brings to the Northwestern squad, Perry.
And that was great positioning from Paige Mott, too, because when you're breaking a press, this corner right after you cross the midway line, that's where you want to set up the trap. So Northwestern pretty close that time, unfortunately. Minnesota got one back.
First points for Angelina Hammond there. Still a 1-point game, about a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. Screen from Ade Masayo. Caroline Lau driving in, gets it out to Jillian Brown. Brown feeding low, puts it up for 2, and she's got it, Ade Masayo.
Ade Masayo, the 6'4" forward from Nigeria. She played at Linden Hall School for Girls in Pennsylvania for prep school. Also, another player that really didn't see the floor last season has been finding a little bit more court time this season and making the most of it here.
And there's that defense from Haley Weaver we were talking about. She'll take it all the way, and she nails it. Northwestern still in the press. Caroline Lau and Jillian Brow pressuring Borovich. She gets it off to Gradwell. Oberg back to Borovich. Northwestern with some serious defensive pressure, tries to get it into the paint. Back out to Caton, and Gradwell will try for 3. Bounces off. Tipped out of bounds by the Golden Gophers, and it's Northwestern ball.
Northwestern has not been known for their offensive efficiency this season. I mean, as a team, they're only scoring 63.7 points per game. So if they could keep this up, I mean, right now they are on track to score 80 points this game, but something they've been struggling with is continuing that efficiency late in the game. So we'll see what the Wildcats have in store for us.
Jillian Brown gonna try and force it up. No can do. Mara Braun corrals it. She's back in the game. Just about a second left. Ball no good, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Northwestern up 22-19 after a great run there at the end. Welcome back. Welcome back inside Welsh Ryan Arena. Some technical difficulties there. Sorry about that. But Minnesota got the scoring started early on a bucket from Mallory Higher. Cats on offense now. Feed Caileigh Walsh low. Speaking of higher, she's on her, but Caileigh Walsh makes it work.
It's a good move underneath Caileigh. Caileigh Walsh gets the inside step on her defender for 2. She has been making pretty good decisions with the ball in her hands today.
Another steal from Haley Weaver. They'll call the foul on Minnesota. And Sonia, you mentioned it before the break. Haley Weaver can get those steals.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome there. Second steal. And look at this ball movement from Northwestern. Going all over the floor. Gets Caileigh Walsh the one-on-one inside the post, exactly where she wants to be. Puts it away for 2. Northwestern takes the lead again.
Walsh will try from 3 this time. Bounces off and can't go in. Amaya Battle with it for Minnesota. Drive it all the way to the basket. Tries to force it up. Can't do so. And Minnesota ball, off the Cats there. She can take threes, but she's been really working on her post play, Perry.
She has been working on her post play, Allie, and I think something she struggled with in the past is she takes a high volume of shots, but not necessarily always the best shots. And shot selection is something that's so important in this game because you want to give your team the best opportunity to succeed.
Haley Weaver, unlucky, rolls out there. The PA announcer was ready to announce that bucket. But yeah, shot selection has been a huge thing for Caileigh Walsh.
Oh, that was funny, Allie. We heard Haley Weaver's name. The ball rolls in and out. Unfortunate.
Battle, jumper from the charity stripe, bounces in.
Sometimes you get the lucky roll, sometimes you don't. Just the way the game goes.
Caroline Lau will try for a deep 3 off the mark. Minnesota coming up the other way. Mara Braun to Gradwell.
And it's that Braun-Gradwell connection that helped Minnesota beat Nebraska. Braun gave up the ball to Gradwell with an assist, and Gradwell scored the game-winning 3 against Nebraska on Wednesday night.
Again, final score of 95-92. Really high volume, especially for a conference matchup. Haley Weaver again. Sydney Wood inside to Walsh. Her height helps her there. Trying to get around Misha. Bucket does not go in, but Walsh will head to the line.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Just as a first year, and it's McWilliams with it now. Can't get it to go, and Minnesota with some serious height down low, able to come away with that ball.
You know, what's interesting about Minnesota, Allie, I was noticing as I was filling out my notes, they have a lot of players listed as forwards on their team that are not necessarily extremely tall.
And Haley Weaver again, I think feeling a little bit of what she was feeling in West Lafayette on Sunday. Haley Weaver up to 6 points now. 3-time All-American, a WNBA championship on more than one account, and a very impressive coach for this team.
Absolutely, Allie. She's a Minnesota basketball legend. She's Minnesota's all-time points leader, second in assists, third in steals at the end of her career. She's won 4 WNBA championships and might hold the record for most jersey retirements. Her jersey hangs in the rafters at Minnesota, but has also been retired by both the Minnesota Lynx and the Connecticut Sun. Pretty incredible achievements. And as we reach this season, she will be inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, before the game, Coach McEwen and Coach Whalen had a little ceremony to congratulate Coach Whalen on that induction to the Hall of Fame. So, you know, she retired in 2018, immediately came back to coach at her alma mater, and she's doing some pretty cool stuff. You see that recruiting class coming in, and also the freshman class she has now are very impressive.
So congratulations to Coach Whalen on all of her accomplishments.
Okay, Misayo going for the block there. That's something she's really good at, but unfortunately it's not clean, and she's called with the foul. I mean, she stands at 6'4", so also very tall. But Sonia, something that's going well for Northwestern so far is this turnover margin. I mean, Minnesota with 10, Northwestern with 4. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Northwestern has struggled with turnovers this season, so They're doing good this game.
Yeah, definitely something that's good to see. Northwestern averaging 17.8 turnovers per game and had, I think, 28 against Rutgers on Wednesday. So that was really tough and contributed to some of that fourth quarter struggles that we were talking about earlier.
Another offensive foul called on Northwestern. It's these moving screens that are killing them. Offensive foul for the Wildcats. But Destiny Oberg, another transfer for Lindsay Whalen. She only averaged about 6 minutes per game at Arkansas, averaging even fewer here.
And a clean block there for Sydney Wood, who's been really good at that this year. And it's McWilliams from 3, and the ball will get stuck between the rim and the backboard there.
Basket, like what?
Basket doesn't count. And then they have someone with a mop, or sometimes I've seen cheerleaders get up there and poke it out. So it just depends, but they always manage to get the ball back.
Technically, it's a jump ball, so
Yeah.
whichever way the possession arrow is facing, which was Minnesota, that's the team that gets the ball.
Minnesota making the most of that, tie it up with just about 12 seconds left. Caroline Lau's at the logo for Northwestern. Screen from Mott. Lau gets past Oberg and nails it. Caroline Lau up to 7 points now, and that's the end of the half. Northwestern with the lead, 35-33.
Before the players corrected the referees, but things are now underway in the third quarter.
Northwestern on offense to start things out this half. It's that same starting lineup for you, and Paige Mott trying to get to work early. Fouled by Minnesota.
You'll know about it because you'll see that on her face too. But she loves the game. She has so much fun after that. She went over, high-fived all of her teammates on the bench individually. And it's so nice to see someone having so much fun playing the game that they love.
She nails both of her free throws there, which is also huge. She's only a 57.6% free throw shooter, but ever since she came to Evanston her freshman year a couple years ago, Paige Mott has always been one of my favorite players to watch on the court. Just brings so much of that energy, like you said, Perry. Zanano feeds Misha inside, but another Minnesota turnover, and the Wildcats are pushing the other way.
Another steal for Northwestern, picking up right where they left off, as is Caileigh Walsh.
Get it inside to her. A nice pass there from Jazz McWilliams. Also in Mott's class, and she's been seeing a much larger role this year as a junior.
Definitely, Allie. McWilliams had not started a game before this year, didn't start the first 5, but has started the past 17, 18 as of today. Northwestern forces another turnover, a travel called on Minnesota. They have 2 turnovers in the first minute of play here in the third quarter.
Northwestern has come out great on offense, getting up to 39, and Minnesota struggling a bit, like you said, turnovers already. McWilliams feeding Walsh low again. They'll try for the same thing. That time it's off the mark, and battle will come the other way. Quickly passes to Misha, who loses the ball, and Minnesota just looks a bit stressed, a bit rushed right now, Perry.
Turnover number 3, things continue to go the Wildcats' way. And if Northwestern needs to take advantage of this right now. They need to build up a lead because something else we've seen is even when Northwestern's playing good defense, they're forcing turnovers. They haven't always necessarily been able to convert on the other end.
Sydney Wood there, driving to the basket, taking it all the way herself, and that's something she's so good at. It contributed to why she became such a better scorer in her second year with Northwestern. Misha misses again, and Paige Mott with the rebound. When the Cats can get aggressive, whether it's Walsh down low, Mott down low, or Wood driving herself, it makes a huge difference on offense. And
so fluid. Really beautiful move from Sydney Wood. Puts the Wildcats above the 40-point margin.
Northwestern averaging just 63.7 points per game. Offense has not been their strong suit, but like you said, already at 40, and Caileigh going to try and help there. No good, but an offensive board from McWilliams. Caileigh with 15 to go. Feeds Walsh down low. It's her and Misha, per usual. And Caileigh Walsh gets it up. Minnesota calls timeout, much needed for Lindsay Whalen's squad. Northwestern now up by double digits. leads all scorers with 12. First person in double digits, and Northwestern is on offense again here. Looking to extend this lead after head coach Lindsay Whalen called a timeout for Minnesota.
You know the immediate steal after the timeout is not what Coach Whalen drew up.
Sydney Wood wanted a foul there, but she's not going to get it. But off Minnesota, it'll be Northwestern's ball on the baseline.
You know what's funny about that is the ball, all the players on the field, the court, thought the ball was heading out of bounds. They realized it wasn't. Minnesota tried to go collect it, and in doing so stepped out of bounds. Northwestern ball underneath. So pretty much everything trending the Wildcats' way right now. They're still shooting 47% from the field. Just 25% from three. That hasn't been a strong suit of them.
Sydney Wood going for it again. Tried to get her own offensive rebound, but Caileigh has the ball for Minnesota. It's Caton and Rainey at the top. Caton feeds Sonato, who just got called for the foul on the other end. Misha gets that one in, and that's what Rose Misha does so well. She shoots 51.9% from the field, Perry.
Absolutely, Allie. Misha started half of the games her freshman season. She even won Big Ten Freshman of the Week one time last year. And has been a consistent player for the Golden Gophers this season. Definitely one of the players leading the teams in minutes this season.
She stands at 6'2", so it's been her and Walsh down low for most of today, and Walsh getting the best of her there on that end. She's up to 14, and now Caton's going to try and do something about it, and she's fouled under the basket. Clean game. Neither team with too many trips to the line. Minnesota now 5 of 5 after that one from Caton, and Northwestern 5 of 6.
And Northwestern has struggled from the charity stripe this season. They're shooting only 69.2% free throws as a team, with many of their players under 50%.
Lucky break there. Minnesota only made 1 of 2, and now Northwestern on the other end. It's Caileigh with some crazy moves. Feeds McWilliams, and that's a bucket. What an assist from Caileigh. You see it on her face. She can't help but smile.
I was about to say the same thing. She had that smirk on her face knowing that one's going on the highlight reel. The no-look bullet to McWilliams underneath puts the Wildcat up 11.
Caileigh leading that Northwestern squad in assists with 3.3 per game, and she has really come into her own as the point guard. Caileigh just, again, really coming into her own as a senior. And another turnover, Caileigh Walsh comes away with the ball.
And she was able to create that space with those crossover dribbles, and the quick hesitations is what allowed her to get the defense to jump.
Caileigh Walsh feeds Mott. She'll go inside. Foul called on Misha. So a trip
On the season.
That one bounces out there.
Maybe an announcer's jinx on that. I should have kept my mouth shut for Paige Mott's sake. But Sonia, what did you think about Caileigh pass down there? That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that was really good. And then the pass, and I thought Mott was gonna dunk it.
Felt like she would too.
Not seeing too many dunks in NCAA women's basketball, but never not been done. Remember last year, Stanford had one. That was pretty crazy.
The game is evolving, Allie.
Yes, it is, and there's Caton for 2, trying to keep her Gophers in it. Northwestern still holding on to a double-digit lead. Sydney Wood driving to the basket like she does best. No foul called there, and shot won't go. Baravich quickly inside to Misha, almost loses control but has it, trying to back up on Walsh. Shot no good, but she will get the trip to the line. Foul called on Caileigh Walsh. To kind of help that offense again is Haley Weaver, who's back in the game.
And this is the first time Haley Weaver's back in the game in the third quarter. She had an excellent first half. We saw those stats earlier. 4 steals, 6 points so far for Weaver, who is one of Northwestern's better defensive players. Minnesota, however, picking up in a full court press here. They quickly back off a little bit. More of an intimidation tactic at that point than an actual press.
Minnesota looking to close this gap again. Now getting it into single digits. Paige Mott down low, over and no good, but an offensive board from Caileigh. Northwestern with 6 to work. Sydney Wood, screen from Walsh, puts it up, bounces out.
Tough break from Sydney Wood. She couldn't decide if she wanted to go for the layup or the floater, kind of in between on that. Not good contact. Another steal for Haley Weaver.
Caileigh will get it right to her. Haley Weaver can't get the shot to go, but still, that's her 5th steal on the day, already making that defensive impact back in the game here in the 3rd quarter. Caton with the ball, throws it away, called for the travel, and that's another Minnesota turnover.
First quarter all season if they could finish it out, at least to this point, without a turnover. And we know that's something that Coach McEwen was really focused on coming into this game. So it's great to see his players executing what they're practicing.
Caileigh working around Braun, takes it up all the way. Wild shot, rebounded by Borovich, and a couple players go down. Not falling victim to so many turnovers down the stretch, and they're doing a good job of that right now.
And Coach McEwen was also saying this week is a very important week for Northwestern. They're facing Minnesota, a team that's towards the bottom of the conference as well, and Wisconsin, the only other Big Ten team that they've beaten this season. So these are 2 very winnable games for the Wildcats, and would really be a highlight for this team to finish on a good note, a season where they have struggled, not necessarily played their best basketball.
Northwestern with the press, and it pays off. Sydney Wood has the steal. That's number 2 right there in the steal category in the conference. Rainey hands it off to Weaver. Northwestern still working around the perimeter, 12 on the shot clock. Caileigh thinks about the 3, goes for it, and she nails it. Northwestern breaks a little scoring drought there, taking advantage of some of the Minnesota turnovers. 3 turnovers in the last minute 53 for the Golden Gophers.
And while Northwestern was in a scoring drought,
huge 3 there, very deep from Borovich.
Borovich called bank on that alley. I did not think that was going anywhere near, but she gets the lucky spot on the backboard. But as I was saying, Northwestern was in a scoring drought, but Minnesota was as well. And so Northwestern manages to maintain their lead.
Haley Weaver will try for a triple. Goes off. She had a couple of them against Purdue. Again, a career high for her with 14 in West Lafayette on Sunday. Gradwell into Mishaw. She'll turn around. Misses the mark. Kaylee Walsh there to corral it. And Rose Mishaw with 7 points today, but she averages 14.7 on the season, so not quite at that mark yet. Paige Mott and Hammond down there. Back out to Weaver. Northwestern with 10. Minnesota applying some serious pressure here. Mott and Braun go down.
And I wonder who's going to be whistled for the foul on that.
It'll be Mara Braun.
Braun trucked her over turning around. Not necessarily her fault. I'm not sure she even knew Mott was there. Both players ended up on the floor. Hard collision. But Paige Mott making her pay for it. Knocks down her first free throw.
And she gets the second as well. In for Northwestern, Caroline Lau. Caileigh headed to the bench. And Sonia, Caroline Lau's just a first year. You know, you're a longtime Northwestern women's basketball fan. Have you been impressed with the way she's been playing at Evanston so far?
For her first year, yeah, I think she's been playing pretty well.
Awesome. And again, Haley Weaver with that scrappy defense forces Minnesota to do a little redo on the inbound here.
And let's pay attention to the clock here. There's just 6 seconds left for Minnesota to cross midcourt, and they do.
Gradwell will try to take it herself, and she'll get the and one opportunity. Foul called on the day, Musayo, and Isabel Gradwell will head to the line. offensive success earlier. Right now, they're 1 of their last 7, and Minnesota 4 of their last 5 as Gradwell nails that free throw there. Almost down to the final minute of the third quarter here. Caroline Lau working around Amaya Battle. Paige Mott looking for an option, finds Ade Musayo, back to Lau. Sydney Wood finally gets it into the paint. Mott will kick it for Weaver, who will try to take it up, and a foul called on Oberg.
And possibly 8 points on the day.
7th comes right there. Under a minute to go in the third quarter, Northwestern back with a double-digit lead after that free throw from Haley Weaver. Bounces out, Braun there.
And the Golden Gophers playing with some newfound energy. Haley Weaver so close to another steal. That would have been her 6th steal. I'm going to go look at what her career high is for steals, Allie, because I am sure we are coming close.
She is having such a great game in the backcourt with those steals, something that, you know, we've been told is a real strength of hers, and really getting to see it as she's getting more minutes as a sophomore this year. Northwestern with the rebound, and 25 seconds to go. Caroline Lau bringing up the ball. Northwestern looking to make something happen before the third quarter comes to a close. Again, they haven't had a field goal in the last 2:21, so a basket heading into the fourth period would be huge. Caroline Lau, foul called on Battle.
And Allie, I have to say the 2 of us actually have been present for Haley Weaver's first career high in steal.
Almost as if she knows we're here.
No, she wants to show out for us. Show us a National Girls and Women in Sports Day Part 2.
Yeah, when we were in Wisconsin and Northwestern got their first Big Ten win, it was the National Girls and Women in Sports Day celebration at the Kohl Center, and again, doing that as well in Welsh Ryan this afternoon. Minnesota wants to make something happen, swatted away by Paige Mott. Haley Weaver will heave it up, hits the backboard, but Northwestern up by 12 going into the fourth quarter. Well, Perry, it's been an absolute joy calling this game on National Women and Girls in Sports Day with our junior broadcast partner, Sonia. But as this basketball game enters the fourth quarter, she's going to have to go to her own basketball game after another steal there by Paige Mott. Northwestern just all over the floor there. Sonia, thank you so much for joining us today. And the steals, the points, everything's been working for Northwestern, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. And I just hope that while I'm gone, they can continue the lead.
We'll have to see if Northwestern can pull out this win, and hopefully your team will pull out a win at your basketball game as well. But best of luck in that one. And I think Perry and I can confidently say that you've got a pretty bright future as a sports broadcaster if you want it.
Absolutely, Sonia. We have had so much fun having you with us on the call today. And we're so glad the Wildcats are putting on a show for you.
Totally. A block there from Ade Musayo. Can't become a Caroline Lau triple, but Ade Musayo will take care of things herself with the putback, 61-45. And Sonia, good luck at your game.
Thank you.
And there's something we missed, which was Haley Weaver's 6th steal. It was a diving out-of-bounds steal. Another foul called on Sydney Wood. These fouls are suddenly piling up for Northwestern, which is an incredible statistic.
Haley Weaver having a career game again against Purdue on Sunday, and that was offensively, and now defensively having a career game. Like you mentioned, she set her career high in steals in the team's only Big Ten win on the road at Wisconsin in late January, and today she's surpassed that as Northwestern searching for its 2nd Big Ten win against Minnesota and Welsh Ryan today.
And the Wildcats have really opened things up at this point. They have a 15-point lead over the Golden Gophers. They've managed to hold Minnesota to just 46 points so far. Minnesota, a team that's averaging over 70 points per game.
Caileigh Walsh now with 17, most she's had in a while. Again, Northwestern's leading scorer, but averaging just about 11. So really making things work, and it hasn't all come from deep. It's come from inside. Mara Braun misses the triple there, and I think that just speaks to how Caileigh Walsh has improved her inside game. Huge block from Minnesota. But Battle had stepped out of bounds, so possession will be with Northwestern.
And Paige Mott as well in double digits. She's up to 13 points. We talked about her scoring struggles in the past few games. She has not been double teamed by the Golden Gophers tonight, and she has been taking advantage of that. Foul on the floor called against Sydney Wood, waves off Caileigh Walsh's layup.
And probably has to take her out for a couple minutes here. Still about 8 in this game, and Minnesota's looking to climb back. Caileigh Walsh tries to force it up, but another foul called on the Golden Gophers, this time on Angelina Hammond, her third.
So these referees certainly have decided to start blowing their whistle. Maybe they were testing it out and decided it finally started working. But Caileigh Walsh misses her first free throw. 7:51 left to go in the game.
Sonano in for Misha, obviously headed to the bench as she just picked up her 4th personal. And Caileigh Walsh able to get that one to go. Wildcats officially above their season average in points per game. Again, 63.7 coming into this one, and they've got 64, so right above that mark. And a missed pass, too strong from Battle. She was looking for Hammond in the paint. Northwestern with the ball again and make that 22 turnovers for the Golden Gophers.
As you can see, Allie, good defense translates to good offense. Both of those translate to a victory, something Northwestern is chasing here in Evanston. I keep saying tonight because I'm so used to everything happening at nighttime, but it is the daytime. It's a Saturday afternoon, and the Wildcats looking good. 7.5 left to go. We have a shoe off on the floor.
We do, but oh, Haley Weaver, you know, despite the steals and some good scoring from her, she has had a couple unlucky rattle out moments, and that one of them there, but shoe is back on, so.
Glad to see that Isabel Gradwell has collected her shoe. You always hate to see that happen. I always get so nervous when a player's shoe comes off. I think it always leads to injury.
Maggie Sonano tries to force it up, gets the foul from Caileigh Walsh, who can't believe it. Maggie Sonano, you probably recognize that last name if you're a Big Ten women's basketball fan. She's the sister of Monica, who is kind of part of a pretty important duo in National Women's College basketball. Between her and Caitlin Clark at Iowa, they're doing some seriously great stuff over in Iowa City. And her sister here, younger sister, playing for Lindsay Whalen's squad.
Monica Sonano, an unreal player for Iowa. She has been a staple in their starting lineup the past few seasons and has led to their top 10 national ranking and all of the success the Hawkeyes have seen this season. You just know the Big Ten rivalry in that household runs deep.
Looking for someone to hand it off to, calling for Mott, but they'll call a 5-second violation on Sydney Wood. She couldn't get the ball off in time, and it'll be a Northwestern turnover to Minnesota.
Let's have the starting lineup in the game right now, except Lau is in for Jasmine McWilliams. Minnesota in a 16-point hole trying to battle back.
Baravic out to Sonano, who will drive in, called for the offensive foul. Sydney Wood did a great job there drawing that one.
Charge for Sydney Wood, the first charge of the game for either team, and a charge will always get the people going.
Minnesota again in this press, like you said, down by 16 and needing to put on some defensive pressure as they'll look to try to make something happen. 6.5 to go. Baravic called on a foul.
On the past few games, she has been replaced by Isabel Gradwell. But Baravic still an important role player. Paige Mott puts up a crazy layup, goes off the backboard, rebounded by Braun.
Braun trying to make something happen, feeds Baravic from deep out, but rebounded for Sonano, and she's got it. And that's what makes these Golden Gophers so dangerous, Perry, is those offensive rebounds.
Braun, though, has had a very quiet day today. The Wildcats have held her to just 7 points. She's 3 for 7 from the field. She does have 6 rebounds on the day, pretty solid performance there. But all things considered, the Wildcats have really shut her down.
Especially coming off such a hot performance at Nebraska on Wednesday. She dropped 28 against the Cornhuskers. It's a really good sign. And a foul called there on Gradwell. Sydney Wood will head to the line.
And that was 2 minutes and 8 seconds ago.
Sydney Wood, unlucky break there. Can't make the first free throw. I know, I shouldn't have brought it up.
But still, the Wildcats maintaining a 14-point lead.
Sydney Wood gets the second, and now they're up to 65, make it 15.
And even with their lead, Northwestern is keeping the pressure on. Kind of a 2/3 court press happening at the moment. And they are also lined up in a 2-3 zone.
Baravich takes it into the paint, gets it back out to Sonano. Try to get it above Caileigh Walsh, bounces off the rim. Minnesota fighting for the rebound, it's Gradwell. Can't put it back, gets it again. And a foul called on Sydney Wood, committing that foul.
Minnesota up to 33 rebounds. Northwestern only has 23. Hasn't quite mattered for the Wildcats, but we are seeing in person just how impressive of a rebounding team Minnesota is.
Unfortunately, unable to convert there as they stepped out of bounds, and now Northwestern has possession again, about to head into the last 5 minutes of the game. Caileigh Walsh at the top. Some serious pressure from Hammond, so she'll give the ball away. Baravich trying to trip up Lau. Gets it to Wood. Wood open, in, nails it.
Sydney Wood is so good at slipping through those holes in the defense. She's so shifty. She finds her lane, gets the finish there.
Braun will try for 3, can't, and her scoring troubles continuing a bit. Minnesota with a second chance opportunity. 14 on the clock. Sonano starting to heat up.
And Maggie Sonano up to just 4 points now, but both 6 points now. 4 of those have come in the past minute. Northwestern now calls a timeout.
Take that timeout, make sure his team knows this is how I want you to close this one out if we're going to get our second Big Ten win this afternoon. And there, another foul called on Minnesota, on Angelina Hammond. But yeah, Coach McEwen calling that timeout. I like that decision. Get them set and ready to go for these final 4-ish minutes as they're still up by double digits.
And that is Hammond's 4th foul of the game. So both her and Rose Mishaw up to 4 fouls with still 4 minutes left to go. And those are 2 of Minnesota's bigger players, their forwards.
Caileigh Walsh knocks down both of her free throws. Northwestern inching on 70 points. Still in that full court press. The defense is not going to let up. That blizzard is always ready to play, even when they have a semi-comfortable lead here. Hammond makes up for the foul on the other end and gets the 2. Caroline Lau, a quick spin move as Gradwell wanted to steal it away from her. Caroline Lau working around Braun. Good screen from Walsh. Lau kicks it to Rainey for 3, and she's got it. The Northwestern bench loves that one, Perry.
Lau fired up as well. An incredible drive and kick out from Lau. That wraparound pass went all the way across the entire court. Very impressive strength from Lau. And Caileigh Rainey finishing the highlight reel play by knocking down the triple. It's always disappointing when you have a fun pass and then the assist does not come to fruition, but there it did. The Wildcats have broken 70 points. Lau makes the extra pass again.
To Rainey again. That time goes over the mark. Caileigh Rainey kind of laughing that one off. She knows wasn't necessarily her best look, but like you said, Perry, I mean, those two working together in the backcourt has been really fun to watch. Caileigh Rainey, a senior, Caroline Lau, a first year. They have similar skill sets in their playmaking and quickness, and they've just really brought kind of an energy to the offense that it didn't really, that doesn't always have, which has been great. And Caileigh Walsh again with the steal.
Minnesota's 25th turnover of the game. I always speak too soon in the stats update right after the words come out of my mouth. I'll have to work on that.
Mott inside to Walsh, and she's got it. Make it 22 for Caileigh Walsh. I also like this connection. Putting both Mott and Walsh on the floor at the same time has been really great. Hammond for 2.
Certainly the two of them have been spectacular today, both leading the team in scoring. Mott with 13, Walsh up to 22. But Paige Mott, that was also her first assist of the game.
Northwestern now up to 74 as Sydney Wood has the ball. Tosses it to Walsh. Hammond comes away with the steal. She's coming off a basket too. Makes the extra pass to Braun, and another foul called on Caileigh Walsh as she goes for the block. 2 points, that's double her season average of points per game. And she had a couple performances throughout the year that were 15 plus, but not too many of them have come in Big Ten play. So it's been great to see her get back in action, and especially working in the paint.
You're right, Allie. She has been mostly in the paint today. She hit that triple at the beginning of the game, but since then, all of her points have come from inside the paint.
Really great stuff to see Walsh kind of diversifying her shot selection and making stuff happen down low. Hammond with another steal, going to try and take it to the rim. It's her and Paige Mott, and Hammond misses the mark. Sonano there for the rebound. Basket won't go, but she will get a trip to the line. Foul called on Ade Messiah. Golden Gophers. Bounces out.
1.5 minutes left to go.
And Sonano nails the second. 74-59 again, under 2 minutes to go. Jillian Brown pushing the pace here in transition. Will get it to Wood and back to Rainey. Northwestern slowing things down, and obviously a quite comfortable lead heading into the last minute and a half.
And Northwestern is approaching their season high point total for Big Ten play, which is 79 points.
Wood to Mott down low, things you love to see. And about to hit the under 1 minute mark. Minnesota trying to make anything happen in the final minute. Gradwell to Braun. Braun will try for a triple, and she's got it. Again, Mara Braun, a really impressive first year, not having the best day, but able to knock that one down.
Unfortunately for her, it might just be too little too late. With just 40 seconds left to go, the Wildcats have a comfortable 14-point lead. And they're going to dribble this one out as far down as the shot clock will go, about a 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Fans in Welsh Ryan Arena are headed to their feet as Caroline Lau airballs that triple attempt, and they are ready to say congrats to these Wildcats as they are on the brink of their second Big Ten win this season. Caroline Lau fought for that ball there and comes away with it. And she will dribble out the clock as Northwestern manages to take down the Golden Gophers on National Girls and Women in Sports Day here in Welsh Ryan Arena. The last Big Ten win was in the Kohl Center in Madison. They had a huge comeback, and this one was quite different, Perry. This time Northwestern took absolute control of the game and finished it out.
Northwestern dominated from start to finish. Just 8 turnovers on the day while forcing 25. 18 of those were steals.